This is the Choosing Joy podcast with me, Jodi Lynn Turpin. Take a breath, feel it all, choose joy anyway. Hello and welcome back to the Choosing Joy podcast. It's me, Jodi Lynn Turpin. Welcome to episode 78 of the podcast. Whoa, each time the number goes up, I get a little bit more excited, and I don't know. I'm just really excited to be sharing about joy and how to connect deeper to it and hopefully make everyone feel just a little bit more connected to themselves and joy, of course. So today I wanted to start off a little bit different. I wanted to ask you a couple questions before I get into everything because it'll make more sense once you know or feel into the answers of these a little bit more. Number one, what is something you're really good at? It could honestly be anything. It could be cooking. It could be jokes. It could be being a dentist. It doesn't matter. It could be connecting people. It could be setting up really great matches and people get married. Honestly, anything. So think about it. What is something you're really good at? Even a couple things. Think about that for a moment. My second question is, what actions that you do feel just absolutely fabulous in your heart? They light up your heart. They make you feel better as a person, more connected to yourself, give you more energy. What are those actions that you do? And it kind of ties into the things that you're good at sometimes. And I bring these two things up because, of course, I was thinking about joy again. And when I'm having a hard time, I think, what do I do? And what do I do naturally that keeps up my joyous momentum? What keeps up the people around me that I have that's like joyous, just disposition and way about going just in life in general. And I thought, to be a giver, to be giving, and to be sharing what is naturally in you. And everyone has something. Every single person has something that they're good at and some way of sharing. And sometimes you're just maybe not doing it as much as you want to, or you don't know how to yet. And so, okay, I think about this like this. Some people are just natural givers. You see them all over the place. They're the ones that are, pushing a cart out from the grocery store for someone and loading up their trunk. They're the people that just hold a little longer of a space for someone, or bring food over to someone's house, or listen, or don't judge. There's a lot of different ways to be a giver. David Guillaume, who, I just think he's amazing. I study Kabbalah under him now for like more than a year. Actually, is it longer than that? It might even be, I don't know. It's a long time. But he has a saying, he says, ABG, always be giving. And he's right. I mean, it is the best way, one of the best ways to connect back to yourself and feel good and feel into a life of service. And I honestly believe that's the major reason we're here, to live a life of service in one way or another. And living in a life of service can look different to everyone. It can be like a dentist. I love this. I don't know why I have a good dentist. That's why I say this. But, okay, the dentist knows their dental things, but do they give you a little bit more time when you're nervous about getting a filling, or you're questioning something, or maybe you're just having a bad day, but they give you that extra time to feel through your feelings, and they talk to you about it with no pressure? That's going above and beyond. That's giving, not just in your job, but above that. That's a joyful, gentle, giving heart. And wow, those people, we should be thanking them every day, all the time. And so how can you give more in your life? in your life, your job, your relationships, in anything that you do. So whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a brain surgeon, you work at McDonald's, you're a librarian, I don't care what you do. How can you be giving more? It's such an interesting thing too. So sometimes the giving is not something that we're getting paid for. It's not our job. And sometimes it is our job. And just think of how much better your job could be if you're giving more within it, going a little above and beyond. Even when the people around you aren't, even when the people around you maybe are just like big turd heads, but you decided to give more and do more. It always comes back to you. The world keeps turning and turning and turning. What part of that do you want to be in? Do you want to be in the giving part of it or in the angry part of it? Especially with jobs. Really think about that. Whatever your job is, whether you're a business owner, a creator of some sort, you work a 9 to 5, I don't care what your job is, but how do you look at it each day? Is it bringing you joy? Are you starting the wheels of action turning? Because sometimes giving, another little side note that I love to think about, giving can mean maybe putting something into action, turning like a wheel that's just like going crazy down a hill. And it might be like stirring up a bunch of crap in the work area or in your life and other people's lives around you. But it was meant with intention, and you know that wheel will smooth out and start flowing in a more gentle way, not like a rocky hill going downward, because sometimes things have to be stirred up. I consider myself a professional stirrer upper. I like that word. Anyways, so how are you giving in your job? Do you try to create more happiness? Or if you work in a service job, do you smile when people come in? Or are you still remembering that morning when you tripped and you could not figure out what to have for breakfast, so you haven't eaten yet? So you're angry about that. Or did you choose to give and give a smile? Or how are you? Because you have no idea what other people are going through. So that little thing could change everything. And as the world is just like, it just keeps moving, no matter what, whether you are a giver or you're a taker or you're just neutral about everything. I know, and I've seen it in everyone around me, myself, my family, that when you give and expect nothing in return, nothing. When you smile at that customer that walks in to your restaurant and they don't smile back, you have no idea why. Anything could have happened to them. Maybe it was way worse than you stubbing your toe and not being able to find breakfast that morning. But it will come back to you because it keeps turning. And so maybe 2 days from then, your husband goes grocery shopping for you because, I know I use that example all the time, please. It's just one of my favorite things. Because you had a super busy day and you just can't even imagine putting on like an actual outfit that day. So like him doing that grocery shopping just changes everything for you that day. Or any little things like this, they come back to you and always tenfold. And so I invite you really to look at that. When you were kind to someone and maybe they weren't kind back, that's okay. It has nothing to do with you. I'll repeat that a little bit louder. It has nothing to do with you if they weren't kind back. That's them. But you were kind. And so the energy is going to come right back to you. And when it gets whipped around the earth, or however you want to look at energy, it comes back to you even stronger. So every day, if we did even just one little giving or kindness thing, whoa, it would just start to shift everything. We'd go into the 51% light. Just the whole world would start changing. Another beautiful way to be a giver is in conversations. So do you have to respond back with your story of your situation, how you understand them exactly? No, you don't. No, because maybe that person just needs to talk and they need to feel like the only person on earth right now. And that's okay. Or if they ask back, okay, do you have any situations like this? Have you experienced something like that? Okay, good time to respond. Or say your grandpa just keeps complaining about how the mailman doesn't put the mail in the mailbox right. Do you have to say anything back, or can you just listen? Because that's giving, by listening and not needing anything in return, not needing to correct, not needing to change. You can let people be wrong too. You can let them be wrong about you. That's a whole other podcast. I should write that down. But it's beautiful to give in those conversations by just like listening to the words, and by, like, again, not correcting, not changing, not giving your personal experience, not saying seriously anything. You don't have to. Just eye contact is something sometimes all people need. I know a lot of people connect through text message. So, even writing back, you could say, are you asking for advice, or are you just needing a listening ear right now? One of my love languages is gift giving. So the way I am a giver is I like to give food. I love making food for people and giving it to them. I think it's just so much fun. Another way is, someone's hurting, so maybe they just want to have someone sit with them, or like a long hug. Who doesn't love a long hug? Well, not everyone does, but I'll take it. Or maybe a little extra time. So if you're a doctor, or you work one-on-one with people as a mentor, and you give them that little bit of extra time, because they need it. They needed just those moments to think without any response coming right away, to feel into big news, or to feel into like information that they just received that is scary. Yeah. Time is a beautiful thing to give, because it's not ever given back. So beautiful. Anyways, thinking into this with the first two questions, something that you're good at, it's a way that you can be a giver. It is. Maybe you can give people advice on how to fix their car, or not, take it to this mechanic because maybe he charges a little too much. Sorry, mechanics, if I said that, but sometimes that happens. Anyways, so what's something you're good at that you could give just a little bit? Gentle, beautiful advice. And then when you do give, what are those actions that feel good in your heart? Like you ask your wife or your husband, how was your day? Is there anything I can do right now for you? Even though you had a busy, crazy day, can I do anything? Can I just sit with you? You want to play cards with me? Do you want me to get you a glass of water, or make you a hot chocolate? Like little things. What that one thing, that one little thing that takes 10 seconds or less is giving, and it all counts. I'm so grateful in my life to know a lot of serious givers that have set an example for me about what living a life of service really looks like, and what living a joyful life looks like. And I've been really thoughtful about this over the past couple days, and I'm just grateful for these thoughts and these feelings as I move forward in my life, and pulling those people in even a little closer to learn from them, to understand how they do it. It's amazing. So who are the people that you know that are givers that you can even look into, maybe talk to a little bit more, or just observe and start doing? You might even just see a cashier at the grocery store that is a giver. Beautiful. Start watching, start learning, start doing. Because giving is a choice, just like joy is a choice. And giving brings joy. And you are the creator of your life. You are the creator of your joy. So create some more giving in your life. I love you all. I'd love to hear any of these answers. Reach out to me about this podcast. I love hearing from everyone so much. Thank you for the emails and the messages on Instagram and other ways you contact me. I love it all. My email is jodi@jodilynnturpin.com. You can find me on my website, jodilynnturpin.com, or on Instagram, again, Jodi Lynn Turpin, or Choosing Joy Podcast. And I'll talk to you all soon. Have a beautiful, giving, joyful day. You've been listening to the Choosing Joy podcast with me, Jodi Lynn Turpin. Be gentle with yourself, trust the timing, and keep choosing joy again and again.